Welcome students. We have studied the five kingdom system which is given by R.H. Whitaker. Now in this five kingdom system we have already studied in detail kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista. These two kingdoms we have already studied in detail. What are the characters of this kingdom Monera and kingdom Protista we have seen. Now we all know that these five kingdom systems shows phylogenetic relationship, means there is a evolutionary relationship between these five kingdoms. Okay, the evolution takes place from one kingdom to second to third to fourth and fifth, which is given by the R.H. Whitaker in five kingdom system. These are kingdom Monera, Protista, Plantae, Fungi, Animalia. Okay, we have already studied kingdom Monera and kingdom Protista in detail. Now today we have to study the kingdom Plantae. Okay, the characters of this kingdom Plantae we have to study in detail. The first character of this kingdom Plantae, that is the mainly all are the autotrophs and some are semi-autotrophs. Okay, in this kingdom Plantae we all know that mainly these are the autotrophs and some are the semi-autotrophs. We all know what is meant by the autotrophs. Autotrophs means which organisms they can prepare their own food are called as autotrophs. All green plants are called as autotrophs because they prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. All green plants are called as autotrophs because they produce their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Okay, in this kingdom Plantae the main character it is that they are autotrophs and some are semi-autotrophs. Semi-autotrophs means these are the insectivorous plants like Venus, flytrap, pitcher plant and bladworm. Okay, the first character of kingdom Plantae it is that these are the autotrophs and some are the semi-autotrophs. Okay, now second character it is that they are some are heterotrophic parasitic members. Okay, second characters are seen in kingdom Plantae. It is the heterotrophic parasitic members. What does mean by the heterotrophic parasitic members? Means they obtained food from other living organisms with no benefit from the parasite. Okay, heterotrophic parasitic organisms means which obtain food from other living with no benefit from the parasite. Example, it is the Cuscuta. Now in Cuscuta we all know that this plant is live on another plant and there is no benefit given to the heterotrophic to the host plant. Okay, heterotrophic parasitic plant, example it is the Cuscuta, which is mean by obtain food from other living with no benefit from the parasitic plant. Okay, next character it is they are multicellular eukaryotes possessing chlorophyll. Next character it is that they are multicellular. Okay, means there is a many cells, it is made up of many cells, that is it is called as a multicellular, and the cellular organization it is of eukaryotic type. Means what, true nucleus is seen in this kingdom Plantae. Then this eukaryotic cell have the chlorophyll. Okay, they have the chlorophyll. Multicellular eukaryotic cellular organization with possessing the chlorophyll pigments. Okay, in this kingdom Plantae we see that the eukaryotic cell possess the chlorophyll pigments. Okay, then next character it is that the cell wall is made up of cellulose. Okay, the cell wall of this kingdom Plantae it is made up of cellulose, and the phenomena of alteration and of generation is seen in this kingdom Plantae. What is mean by the alteration of generation? That is the life cycle has two distinct phases is seen. Alteration of generation means the life cycle has two distinct phases are seen. Means the whole life cycle it has the two alteration of generation. Okay, now next character it is that two major groups are seen in the kingdom Plantae. Which are these two major groups are the cryptogams and phanerogams. Two major groups of kingdom Plantae it is the cryptogams and phanerogams. Cryptogams are which are called as cryptogams, they reproduce lower plants, cryptogams, which have reproduction by the spore formation is there. Okay, these are the lower plants. It is called as a cryptogams. Then phanerogams, these are the higher plants which they produce seeds. Okay, phanerogams, these are the higher plant which produces seeds, are called as a phanerogams. Means the kingdom Plantae, it has two major groups, that is the cryptogams, reproduction by the spore formation, and second it is the phanerogams, which are higher plants produce the seeds. These are the two major groups of the kingdom Plantae. Now we have to detail study the kingdom Plantae in next chapter. Okay, the detailed study of kingdom Plantae we have to study in the next chapter. That is why this is the main basic characters of the kingdom Plantae, and we shall give the kingdom Plantae in the next chapter. Okay, now next kingdom, it is the kingdom Fungi. Next kingdom, it is the kingdom Fungi. Okay, now it is a fourth kingdom of five kingdom system, which is taken by the R.H. Whitaker. Then the first character of this kingdom Fungi, it is the this is the eukaryotic heterotrophs are there. Okay, eukaryotic heterotrophs shown extracellular digestion. First character of kingdom Fungi, it is that the eukaryotic heterotrophs showing extracellular digestion is there. Okay, heterotrophs we all know mean by the heterotrophs, that is they cannot prepare their own food. For their food they depend on the other living or dead materials. It is called as heterotrophs. In kingdom Fungi, these are the heterotrophs, which is a eukaryotic cell organization. Okay, the next character is that it is the seen in warm and humid places. This kingdom Fungi, this fungi, it is seen in the warm and humid places. In the places where is a warm and humid place is there, then the kingdom Fungi it is seen. Okay, next character, it is that has the simple body. Unicellular or multicellular, made up of hyphae. Okay, next character, it is that it has a very simple body and it has a very unicellular. It must be maybe unicellular, made up of one cell, or multicellular, or made up of many cells, made up of hyphae. That is the hyphae means the thread-like structure are called as a hyphae. Thread-like. Okay, thread-like structure, it is called as a hyphae. This is the hyphae. It is a thread-like structure. We seen that these are called as a hyphae. Now it is a simple body, maybe unicellular means made up of only one cell, or multicellular, made up of many cell, made up of hyphae. That is the thread-like structure is seen, that is called as a hyphae. Okay, now next is the mushrooms. We all know what are the mushrooms. Mushrooms is a large fungus with a compact mass of cell. Now mushroom, it is also a fungi, which is a mushroom is a large fungus with compact mass of cell is there. Next, then yeast is the example of fungi. Now we all know yeast, which is used in a bread, biscuits, cakes. Now this yeast is a very is unicellular fungus. Unicellular means made up of only one cell. Okay, this yeast, it is made up of only one cell. Now yeast is a unicellular fungus. Next character, it is that this is the unicellular, having protoplast with many nuclei. Okay, the unicellular organisms having protoplast with many nuclei. Example, that is the Saccharomyces, that is the yeast has the Saccharomyces name. Saccharomyces means yeast, has the it is a unicellular means made up of one cell, have the protoplast with many nuclei. Only one nuclei is not there, there is a many nucleus are present in the protoplast, and the example, it is the Saccharomyces and the Rhizopus. Okay, in this Saccharomyces and Rhizopus, we see that it is made up of only unicellular and have protoplast with the many nuclei. Then next character, it is that the mycelium is body of filamentous fungi. Now filamentous fungi means which have the very filaments. having mycelium, it is called as a mycelium. Filamentous fungi, the body is called as a mycelium. Now this mycelium has hyphae with the septa, without septa. The mycelium has hyphae with septa or without septa. Now septa means the partition wall. Septa means the partition wall. Now this is the hyphae. We can see that this is the septa. The partition wall, it is called as a septa. Now this mycelium may be septate or aseptate, means without any septa. This is the without any septa. This with the septa, means the septa means the partition wall is present, and in this hyphae there may be multinucleate or uninucleate. In this septa, in this hyphae we can see multinucleate nucleus as there. Okay. Now cynocytic hyphae are non-septate multinucleated hyphae, which is called as a, now this is called as a cynocytic hyphae, which have non-septate multinucleate hyphae. In this cynocytic hyphae we cannot see any septate, any partition is there. That is why this hyphae, it is called as cynocytic hyphae, and this cynocytic hyphae has a multinucleated, that we can see that there are many nucleus are present in this hyphae. Now this hyphae, it is called as a cynocytic hyphae. Then next character, it is that the cell wall is made up of chitin. Okay, the cell wall is made up of chitin. Chitin means a polysaccharide or fungal cellulose. Cell wall is made up of chitin. Chitin is a polysaccharide or fungal cellulose. Then next, it is that there is a heterotrophic and saprophytic, and or some are parasitic or predators. These are the heterotrophic and saprophytics. Heterotrophic, we all know that means, what is meant by the heterotrophic. Then saprophytics means they they depend on their food on a dead decay matter. Saprophytes means, sapro means which fungus which grow on a dead decay matter are called as saprophytic fungi. Or some are parasitics. Parasitic means they cause the disease. Okay, parasitic means they cause the disease to other living organism. They are called as a parasitic. Now this fungi, it is maybe the heterotrophic, as the saprophytic means grow on a dead decay matter, or parasitic or causing the disease. Okay. Next character, it is that the reproduction, it is made is of sexual or asexual means. The reproduction may be of sexual or asexual means. Now some fungi are symbiotic, just like lichens association with algae, or mycorrhiza association with root of higher plants. Then next, it is the useful fungi, that is the mushroom, which is used as a food. Yeast, that is, we all know that yeast is used in a bakery and beverage. Then penicillium, it is the antibiotic productions. Then harmful fungi are also there that causes diseases in plants and animals. Example, it is the Puccinia. Now classification of fungi on the basis of their structure, mode of spore formation and fruiting body. The kingdom fungi are classified into the 4 groups, that is the Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes and Deuteromycetes. On the basis of their structure, mode of spore formation and fruiting body, kingdom fungi, it is classified into 4 groups, that is the first is the Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes and Deuteromycetes. Now first we have to see the Phycomycetes. Now this Phycomycetes, it is commonly called as algal fungi. The Phycomycetes are, it is also called as a fungal algal fungi. Algal fungi. Phycomycetes is also called as a algal fungi. Then what is the structure of this? Structure of their body, it is the mycelium is made up of a septate cynocytic hyphae. Now the mycelium, it is made up of a septate cynocytic hyphae. This is the aseptate cynocytic hyphae, means there is absence of the septa. There is no partition wall is seen in the hyphae. Then it is called as a aseptate. Cynocytic means there are multinucleated is there in the hyphae, means many nucleus are seen in this hyphae. It is called as a synocytic hyphae. Aseptate means there is a no partition wall, no septa is there, then it is called as aseptate. Synocytic hyphae means this hyphae multinucleated nucleus are seen, then many nucleus are seen in this hyphae, then it is called as a synocytic hyphae. Now it is also shown, it is the reproductive structure, it is the sporangiophore. On this sporangiophore there is a sporangium are there, and in this sporangium many spores are there. Okay, now this is the structure of the Phycomycetes. Okay, then next character it is that is the commonly grow in a moist damp habitat on decaying matter. This Phycomycetic fungi, it is grow in a moist, when there is a high moist level is there, then there is a damp habitat is there on a decaying matter, means dead or decaying matter. Decaying matter means different types of leaves, then decaying such as bread, chapatis are, these are the decaying matter. In this decaying matter, this Phycomycetes algae is grow in moist damp habitat on the decaying matter. Then this Phycomycetes is also in the aquatic habitat. It also seen in the aquatic habitat, means there is a high water is there, and some are parasites on the plant. Some Phycomycetes are the parasites, mean disease causing causes in on the plants. These are the disease causing plants. This is the Phycomycetes. Now example, it is the Mucor, Rhizopus and Albugo. Now Mucor, Rhizopus, it is called as a bread mold. The Rhizopus is also called as a bread mold because this Rhizopus grows on a bread. Okay, we all know that if the bread decays, then on this bread we can see the fungi is seen is there. It is called as a Rhizopus, and it is also called as a bread mold. And the Albugo, now it is a Albugo, it is a parasitic fungus which grows on a mustard plant. Okay, mustard plant, on the mustard plant this parasitic fungus it is grow. Okay, now this is the parasitic fungi, that is the Albugo, bread mold, that is the Rhizopus and the Mucor. Now this is all about the Phycomycetes, which is the first group of the kingdom fungi. Then next it is the Ascomycetes, that is it is commonly called as a sac fungi. Now Ascomycetes, it is also called as a sac fungi. Now this this is a rarely unicellular. Okay, in this Ascomycetes, this is a rarely unicellular but mostly multicellular. Okay, rarely unicellular are there. An example, it is the yeast. Yeast, we all know that it is used in a bakery and beverages. Okay, the unicellular it is the yeast, and multicellular mostly it is seen in the multicellular form. Then that is why the body is made up of many cells. Then the hyphae are branched, means the has branches, and septate means the partition wall is present. Septate means the partition wall, that is the septa are seen in this hyphae. That is why in this Ascomycetes the hyphae are branched and septate means the partition wall are seen. Then decomposers, parasites and coprophilous are there. Okay, these are the decomposers. These Ascomycetes are the decomposers, are called as decomposers. Some are the parasites. Okay, means disease causing fungi. Then coprophilous, that is they grow on a dung. That is coprophilous means they grow on a dung matter. It is called as a coprophilous. Means this Ascomycetes, these are the some are the decomposers, some are the parasites, and some are the coprophilous. Okay. Then next, this Ascomycetes is also useful in a genetic and biochemical assay. It is useful in a genetic and biochemical assay. An example, it is the Neurospora. Now this Neurospora, it is used in a genetic and biochemical assay. Then morels and truffles are consumed as a delicacies. These morels and truffles are consumed as a delicacies. Delicacies means rare or expensive food item which are consumed. Okay, delicacies means rare or delicious or expensive food item which are consumed. These morels and truffles are consumed as a delicacies. Now example, it is the Aspergillus, Penicillium, Neurospora and Saccharomyces means yeast. Okay, the examples are the Aspergillus, Penicillium. We all know that Penicillium, it is what for? It is the antibiotic reproduction. Then Neurospora for the genetic and biochemical assay, and the Saccharomyces, that is the yeast, it is used in the bakery product. Means this Ascomycetes is a very useful fungi. Okay, then third group, it is the Basidiomycetes. Third group, it is the Basidiomycetes, and it is also called as a club fungi, commonly called as a club fungi. Now in this Basidiomycetes, these are branched and septate hyphae are seen. Okay, these are the branched and septate hyphae, means the septa is present, that is the partition wall is present in this hyphae. Now example of this Basidiomycetes is the agaricus, that is the agaricus means mushrooms, we all know the mushrooms. Then Ganoderma, that is the bracket fungi. Then Ustilaco, which is the smuts, and Puccinia, it is also called as a rust. Okay, this Puccinia and Ustilaco, it is the disease causing that. These are the parasites. Okay, and agaricus, it is consumed as a food. Okay, mushrooms are consumed as a food, means there some are useful fungi and some are parasitic fungi in this Basidiomycetes. Then next group, it is the Deuteromycetes. Next group, it is the Deuteromycetes. Now this Deuteromycetes, it is also called as imperfect fungi. It is also called as imperfect fungi. Now reproduction only by asexually. Okay, they reproduce only by asexually. Then example, it is the Alternaria and Polytrichum. Example, it is the Alternaria and the Polytrichum. Now these are the four groups of kingdom fungi, that is the Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes and the Deuteromycetes. Now we have seen all the characters of the kingdom fungi. Okay, we have seen the fourth kingdom, that is the kingdom fungi. Now in this kingdom fungi, we have seen all the characters of kingdom fungi, and then on the basis of their structure, mode of formation and fruiting body, the kingdom fungi, it is classified into the four groups, that is the Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes and Deuteromycetes, and we have seen all the characters of these four groups. Okay, thank you.